Right. Now be very, very careful. Right. Another important point, even please here, in introductory exercises is to make real movement. It means, if I want pupil to panic, not like that, only here, pupil must feel, must see threatening of my point. Now, zero of on my move, I start. Yeah, no, zero. Yeah, right. No, one move down, right? Yeah. Right, the force, up. All right. Now, we may distinguish the following basic methods of conducting exercises in a lesson. First is execution of a given stroke, given action. There is no reaction, easy conditions, and pupil concentrates on how correctly to execute a given stroke. Proper movement, right amplitude, right rhythm, and so on. There is no need to be speed, no reaction, no great mobility. This method is used with the beginners or first part of a lesson with slightly advanced pencils. We may choose few very simple actions, and pupil simply chooses her own time and executes, paying attention on form of movement, how to execute it correctly. It's not application, execution. Hang up. Direct touch with long lines, accent again. All right? You two, you try. Down. Right? Try to do it nicely. Down. Right? Up. Once more. Down. Stop. Down. Now, it slightly longer line. Long. Right. Hang up. Right. Another action, for example. Beat, cut, beat, flash attack, and then we change position. This, right? You take your own time with your initiative. Right? Again, wait. Try to do it as nicely as possible. Right. Short, right, wrist, beat. Right? Please note she does not react to my movement. She chooses her own movement. Now let's make still another action. For example, counters his binding, step forward, and finish attack with lance, unsetting, opposition, unsetting. Let's start here because we haven't got much space. Right here. First, very, very slowly. Hang up. Counters his binding, step forward, right? Set, no. Once more, up, set in, up, and right. And right. Again, in two movements. Binding, step forward, no, to big movement, small movement. Point. Up, hold it, set in, up, right. Again, two movements. Up, right. Now, one fluent, moderately fast movement. Accelerate again. Up, right. Again. Up, right. We may even practice parallel post with method, but she does not react to my attack. I hold the blade here and pupil the cut parallel. Right. Not do anything yet. Now 6 parallel. Now she does not react, she chooses her own time. Up down. Right. Okay. 17. Okay. As I said, it's a fundamental method. Emphasis on how corrective action. Now, second method is answering, reacting with a given known action, known stroke, to previously announced stroke movement, action of the fencing master. For example, this is based on simple reaction. Non-stimulus, non-answer. For example, I say, on my step forwards, direct attack with lunge. She knows my movement, she asks me direct attack. Let's see it. And out. On my step forward, attack. Right. And more. Left. Right. Again. Left. We avoid rhythmic movement, which coaches very often how to do. Now very back, left. We change it. One, little interlude. Left. Another example. On my attack, cut with parry post to the front. And do use move with front. Right? Or another thing. On my attack in low line, safety parry post. Of front, right? Do not move front, right? Of front, right? Of front. The same way we can make slightly more realistic, maneuvering on the piece. But you know, my attack is low line, safety parry. Now we're making a slightly more realistic manner, maneuvering on the piece like in a bout, but it's the same idea. Non-stimulus, non-answer. On my step forward, direct attack. On my attack into low line, safety parry post. All right. Don't use the leg, I'm going forward enough. Right. Another example of the second method, that is answering with a known stroke to previously announced action of the fencing master. On my attempt to take a blade, zero the mount. Avoid my blade moving. Pitch like here. I take down the or I take blade in 60, zero by disengagement. Or another example, on my take of the blade, attack by disengagement. I take the blade to disengage back. So, the basic allow me to Or still another example, on my change of engagement, grasp my counter disengagement. And step forward, it's like this. Step forward. Same with that. The point of that second method, as I have stressed already several times, is knowing what opponent coach will do. And we answer, we react with a previously announced prepared movement. Now, third method, the previous method is based on simple reaction. The third method is based on compound choice reaction. It is choice of stroke, choice of action from among previously announced possible actions. I may choose 2, 3, or 4 more actions announced previously and use them in different order. Pupil has to watch, assess my actions, take proper decision, and execute it. For example, I say to pupil, no, look, there are 3 possibilities. On my step forwards, you make direct attack with lunge. On my take of the blade, you derobe the mount. On my attack, parry riposte. There are 3 possibilities. She knows all the answers, but doesn't know which question will be asked. She doesn't know whether I'll go forward or attack or take the blade. First, very, very slowly. So there are 3 possibilities. Angle. On step forward, direct attack. La, right. Again. Step forward, direct attack. La, right. On my attack, cut parry riposte. Right. Nice. Right. Again. On my take the blade, derobe the mount. Right. Right. And again. Right. Now she does know what I'm going to do. Hang up. Let's move. Stop. Ready. No. Step 1 attack. Right. Right. Look. Try to control the point. Another example. This time we attack with unknown destination. She starts by counter seize binding step forward, like that. Right. If I don't react, finishes with direct thrust. La. Right. Once more. Attack. La. Right. Second possibility, step back. She takes my blade, I try to parry. She finishes with lunge by disengagement. La, right. And third possibility, on her attempt to take my blade, I derobe and she finishes counter time compound with the parry. Look like that. You take the blade, la, and now finish with each or take that. And that's once more, third possibility. It's again the same method. I have previously announced what I'm going to do. 1, 2, or 3 possibilities, maybe more. I say 3 possibilities. She knows only the beginning. She takes the blade and that. She takes the blade, right. She takes the blade, right. She takes the blade, right. Now she doesn't know what I'm going to do. She must choose. Anger. Very nice. Right. Let's move it. Excellent. Don't hurry, plenty of time. Counter time. Right. Now, do we need to do it like that? No. Okay. All right. So, that was choice reaction, set method, choosing an action from previously announced actions of code. Now, the fourth method, much more complicated, and there are many varieties. because here there is pupil chooses a right stroke from previously unannounced strokes. The coach does not announce what she's going to do, and pupil must watch carefully, identify the opponent's coach's stroke, choose the right decision, and execute a given stroke. There are several varieties of this method. One goes under the name of silent lesson, leçon à la muette, introduced by French masters many years ago. Of course, the name lesson is not correct, ought to be method, because it's not a lesson. Lesson is a form, method the way we do things. So, the most elementary thing, I don't say anything, only like that. I am execute various actions and moves. Pupil watches me and chooses correct movements, parry, pause, or stop hit, or attack. We are maneuvers in the mouth, and you react to my movements. If you find opportunity, you attack yourself. And that's slowly. Very good. Right. Very good. Right. That was so-called leçon à la muette, silent lesson. Another variety of force method, when I don't previously announce my actions, is like that. Pupil execute a given exercise, and from time to time concentrate on that exercise. It's forcing action. From time to time, after the action, I add unexpected action, unexpected, unforeseen, unannounced, and she has to react in either parry or stop it. So you make, for example, this is binding stop, nothing else. That's your possible. Right, very friendly, right, small movement, small movement. See, that was unforeseen surprise action. Get to react. Another variety. She concentrates on a given action. Let it be the same. Counter sees binding, direct thrust with lunge. And she does it once, twice, third time, fourth time, and so on. And concentrates how nicely, precisely, accurately executed. And very late, I react in an unexpected manner, and she has to change her decision. It's a surprise during her execution of forcing action. We do the same. Start with binding and so on. But slowly start. And this right. Oh, right. Let's move. Right. Exactly. That was very good. She takes the blade many times. Suddenly, terrible mouth, she takes compound free stepper. Still another variety of that method. It is again open eyes attack, but unlike in previous third method, when I give possible actions of mine, possible offensive actions, I only say, look, you start your attack with, say, counter sees binding. And you don't know what's going to happen. And you react according to what I do. You watch my behavior, my action or lack of action, and finish it in such a way as to score a hit. Well, you start your attack under the counter sees binding, very slowly. slowly. Neutral, right. Relax, very nice. Relax, excellent. Relax. Give interval, not too quick, right? Relax, right? Right. This one, not there. Relax, excellent. Right. Relax. Now, we can combine various methods. For example, second method, reacting to my previously announced movement, like my sorting line counters by mixed force. Right. But then I may change my movement, she has to disengage. Or I may add a surprise movement after the completion of action. Hang on. So, first we start with second method, simple reaction, and then we introduce other weapons. Hang on. On my sorting line, counter sees binding and direct thrust with lunge. As you saw behind. Hang on. Right. Step forward. Right. Step forward now. Right. Don't be nervous. Take your time. Take a few seconds to what you want. Yes. Plenty of time. Slowly. Oh, right. Correct. Right. Right. Okay, thank you. All right. Here you could see first method and some examples of fourth method. Now, first method is rivalry. It means that both pupils or pupil and coach have got contradictory, opposing tasks. For example, I have to build an attack, she has to parry. Then the roles change. Or I may hit with direct thrust or compound attack, she has to parry, and vice versa. Your task is to parry. I make attack by disengaging. I want to do that. And you parry counter seize riposte, right? My object is to hit by disengagement. Her task is to parry by counter, seize, parry, and then of course riposte. No, you are staying, don't move. You must parry. Only try and parry. Hoppala! Try to parry. You didn't parry. You must parry. Parry. Very nice. Beautiful. Your last chance. Now be very, very good. Hoppala! Nice. Now, you disengage. Attack to hit. Right, swallow it. Hang on. Now I parry counter. You must hit. Right. Right. Make literally not like bam, bam, bam. Stay a few seconds and continue. Hang on. Move. Okay. Next possibility, that was very, very simple. One is attacking, the other person parry post. I have two possibilities. Hang on. Either hit by disengagement, here. In that case, you have parry counters, right? Passport, counter. Or I make compound attack. Feint of disengagement, counter disengagement. I receive two parries. So, feint of disengagement, counter seize, disengagement. Once more. That of disengagement, counter disengagement. In that case, you add another parry. Counter seize, cut. Once more. Counter-seize, yeah. So once more, my task is to hit. I have two possibilities. Either simple attack, one movement, disengagement, attack. I want to get, right? And she has to parry, counter-seize, yeah, right? Or I want to do disengagement, counter-disengagement. And she has to parry counter. All right? Let's see. First, very, very slow, hang on. Right, very nice. Very nice. Now, a little bit more speed. I need to parry. You have to stay and parry, counter-seize or counter-seize. Oh, my point. My point. Opa, very nice, right. You did a parry. Opa, very nice, right? Now let us move. Oh, nice. Now you try to do the same. Hang on. Either disengagement, right? One more, disengagement, or disengagement, counter-disengagement. Feint. No. Feint, arm, and beginning of lunge. I am not reacting to something. Feint. You're not simple like that. Do your movement of feint at the beginning of lunge. Otherwise, you will think I am not reacting. Nice, right? Relax. Right? Relax, attempt. Up. Okay. Thank you. And the sixth best method, we are not going to show it because it's obvious, are various kinds of loose-off training bouts. Training bouts without counting the hits. Training bouts with certain tasks like hitting with direct attack or concept of parry riposte, or certain actions are counted as double. For example, riposte en flèche, 2 hits, or dérobement, 2 hits, or training path when we count hits like in a real competition. Everybody knows what it looks like, so we'll skip it. That was the first topic, the main methods of conducting fence exercise in the lesson or in pair exercises. Now the next topic, very important, is, and in showing these methods we shall take advantage of the method we have just demonstrated. The main methods of solving tactical tasks in a competition, in other words, the psychological base of decision taking in a bout. From that point of view, you may divide all fencing actions, real actions, into foreseen actions, unforeseen actions, and partly foreseen actions. Foreseen actions are actions which we, as the name implies, foresee our movement and our opponent's movement. We rely on our speed, correctness of execution, take opponent by surprise, and by foreseeing, guessing what his reaction will be like. And all actions, whether simple or compound, preceded by prise de pair or not, are first intention actions. We want to hit according to previously prepared mental program. And it may be like that. I may be. Direct attack. It is presentation. Hit, tries like that. Or compound attack, parry, here. Everything which goes according to our plan, our program. For example, we maneuver on the piste, and my pupil, my opponent in a bout, tries to seize the opportunity and deliver direct attack with lunge, take me by surprise. We maneuver, try to find right timing for the attack is lunge repeat. Anga, let's move, not talk. This lunge, right? Move, move, move. Lagi ni ba, daya attack. It wasn't good. Another example of foreseen action, first intention is guard binding and the exercise lunge, step forward lunge. She decided to do so, waste opportunity and execute the attack. Length of time. Change the rhythm, change the rhythm. Right. These things are very simple. This is first intention, foreseen action. But there are also foreseen second intention action. The essence of this variety of action is that with the first movement, feint, false attack, we don't want to score a hit. This serves a purpose of drawing a certain action opponent. For example, by false attack, we draw parry riposte in order to being ready, prepared, execute parry, counter riposte. Or with a feint of attack, we draw counter attack to parry it or to close the line and execute counter time. Or with slow take of the blade, we draw dead of the mount and we close the line or we make a beat or a parry, thus executing counter time by compound with the verb. It is also foreseen like first intention. It means everything goes or ought to go. We of course can make mistakes, ought to go according to our plan, but we are planning here ours and our opponent's movement. In fact, we are drawing opponent's movement. So it's such sequence. Our false attack or feint, which draws either riposte or counter attack or something else, parry and no riposte, and we are ready for it and parry counter riposte or score with a counter time. Very typical example will be second intention, foreseen counter riposte. And that, it is like that. Starting there. I show some slides here. A very sharp, a real looking, false attack. I don't want to hit in order to throw parry riposte. Do it very slowly now. Parry riposte. I waited for the riposte. Parry here and counter riposte here, or again you see. Oh, riposte. Oh, yeah. I am not, don't do anything. I am not trying to hit. I try to do parry riposte. La. Now parry riposte. Up, and riposte. Fast, one more. Up, la. Up, la. This is advantage of this, that we know, or we presume we know, we might be mistaken, what the opponent is going to do because we provoke it, we draw it, and then with accuracy and speed we got a hit. The procedure is like that, to start with. False attack, my parry riposte, parry on the lunge. No counter riposte to begin with, just to verify, to assess, to check and riposte. You make false attack and lunge parry, no counter riposte. And I parry 6, riposte there. Opa, right, very nice, right. Opa, excellent, right. One more, opa, right. Now, please, pay attention, notice that when I am attacking and she takes parry, sometimes it is necessary to parry near the body, here. When she draws my parry riposte, attack, parry, here, riposte, she expected, so she parries here. She doesn't need to go here, only off, now. She intercepts my riposte. Now again slowly, open parts, hang up, I dictate to you. attack. La, body, la, counter report, la, right. And that, now, full speed, right. Up, la, very nice, right. Up, la, right. Up, la. Now again, words of warning against certain coaches with spaniels. Very often, there are criminal cases of giving lessons without fencing jacket, or heavens forbid, witut mask. And when we teach, hang on, slowly, lunge. When we teach parry counter report, a coach does that. Instead of this, that. Because he is subconsciously afraid of hitting or traumatizing his pupil. It is very bad, because, attack again, pupil learns to parry such movement and cannot parry such movement. In a real bout, opponent attack again, when he parries, makes full riposte to win. So movement must be very, very real. And it happens very often in all exercises, especially counter report, parry report, stop it, that the movements of coach are artificial, like that. And asked to parry, there's nothing to parry. Or pupil makes a false attack and directs the point here. I have nothing to parry, I'll stop it. It must be very real. En garde, right? Here direct the point, là, here, right? So I have to parry. Now once more, full parry, riposte, counter riposte. Second intention. She draws on parry riposte and scores a hit with counter riposte. Up, right. Up, right. Now there's a maneuver. Right. When it goes very well, we will of course introduce certain possibilities. Like, for example, when I escape after my parry, the counter riposte will be unflashed. First I announce it, and then it will be the choice of the counter riposte unflashed. I escape after my riposte. All right? Oh, yeah, very nice. Okay? Right? Okay? Oh, yeah, right. Now again, parry counter riposte, maneuvering. Here it goes. Right. Very nice. Another good example of second intention actions is drawing opponent's counter-attack in order to execute counter-time. In epic, it's very, very typical with anger. Like, for example, this. I draw opponent's counter-attack, stop it, and close the line here, or make a beat and so. In foil, if I start attack correctly, it means straighten the arm like that. Here, it's very difficult to stop it, because if she stops it, she is hit. So, you may use stop it only when my arm is bent like this. Oh, stop it. And now I do it like this. Oh, stop it. Oh, I draw stop it to execute foreseen second intention counter type. Stop it for my bent arm. Do all what I tell you. Don't parry. I want to use counter attack. Right? Now, you start attack with bent arm by stop it counter attack. Right. No. Move it forward. Not. You must do attack, although you don't attack, because if you only jump like that, it is not counter-attack, it is my attack. Do it like that, for example. You start attack and defend your arm. Most typical for foil, second intention counter time is so-called compound preserver. It is like that, I execute it. I take the bait very, very slowly to draw the rope about, the rope. La. And extend your arm. Right, once more. La. And then parry or close the line. Once more. I draw the rope about. La. And then I will hold it. I have to do it. Hold it for it. Right. La. Oh, right here. Or la. La. Or la. Parry. Recourse. Now, hang out. Very slowly, counter seize my knee to draw my diagonal and finish. Hiding my feet, or by parry, overtaking, or by breaking. Slowly. It is second intention, force in action. She draws my counter attack in the form of diagonal, zero, hang out, slowly. Counter seize. Up, la, right. Okay, counter. Oh, right, right. Or take the leg, 6 in faster. Right. Right. Another example, there are many, of second intention forcing action is when I have noticed that my opponent, when taken by surprise, takes parry and hesitates with the riposte, I attack and score a hit with a redouble mount. Hanga, parry counter seize. So I attack, she parries, no riposte, boom, or parry counter. La, la. Let's do it. Make an attack, I parry with no riposte, and on launch, redouble. Hanga. Attack, nothing else, simple attack, direct attack. Right, small movement, one. Okay. I parry card. Okay. Right. All first and second intention are forcing actions. First intention, we go according to our plan. Second intention too, but we draw a certain action to score a hit. So we have demonstrated foreseen actions. Now unforeseen. As the name implies, you don't know what's going to happen and you have to rely. For example, pupil is standing, I make attack with the pair, it's unexpected to choose it. It is obviously a force method. I use here force method. Or, more realistically, we maneuver on the piste, I execute certain strokes, certain actions, pupil has to assess them, recognize, choose the right decision, and execute. Anga, first. You don't know what's going to happen. You look what I'm doing and take the right decision. Anga. Oh. Right. It's a very simple form. Now slightly more realistic, we maneuver on the piste. Right. Right. Without moving. Back. Windmill. Oh, right. Right. Oh. Oh, right. Now, to make it more difficult and more similar to a bout-like condition, like competition, I ask my pupil to concentrate certain action. For example, she must maneuver on the piste, watch me very carefully, suddenly attack with direct attack and hit me. With this choice of time, maneuvering, speed of execution, accuracy. Now, I, from time to time, execute attack. she has to switch her attention from attacking into defense and defense. The attack of mine was completely unexpected. It is unforeseen action. Thank God. We maneuver, we try to hit it, but not too often. Direct attack with that. Okay, like in a battle. Right. Deep breath. Right. Two big movements. Arm forward. Right. That was unexpected attack. Unexpected actions, unforeseen actions are mostly defensive or defense-offensive. Mostly. Now, another example. Her task is to correlate with counter-seize binding and direct thrust. Maneuvering, counter-seize binding, direct thrust, and forward thrust. Right. That was unexpected. Now the third group, so we have discussed and demonstrated foreseen actions, first and second intention, and unforeseen actions. Now partly foreseen actions. The first part is foreseen, premeditated, and second part is unforeseen. And there are two varieties, superficially very similar, but they have in common only one thing. The first part is foreseen, the second part of fencing is unforeseen. Otherwise, as far as tactical thinking, mental processes, method of teaching and coaches are completely different. These two varieties of partly foreseen actions are actions with unknown final, so-called open eyes actions, and B, actions with change of decision during execution. The first variety, actions with unknown destination, so-called open eyes. Here, the competitor knows only the beginning. He chooses the right time and distance, executes a certain movement, feint, or take the blade, or step forward, knowing in advance that he doesn't know how he's going to finish. The final of the action depends on what the opponent does. For example, I start, it's very difficult, please here. I start with a smooth, short, delicate feint, like this. If my opponent does not react, I finish quickly with direct thrust. Or the same, I start like that, I only know the beginning. I see my opponent try to parry card, I disengage. Or I start like that, my opponent counterattacks, I stop him. In drastic weapons, the easiest, it is very well visible in saber. For example, saber here. This is a saber for, for the sake of presenting it very well. I start a feint to heart like this, with the head. Opponent does not react. I finish with the capture. If my opponent on my feint tries to parry, defend your head, finish. I finish here. If my opponent gives a stop thrust, counter attack. In drastic weapons, the best way, the easiest way to execute open eyes, especially open eyes attacks, is by starting the attack with the take of the blade. Hang on, for example. I take the blade and step forward. Doesn't happen. Finish here. Or I take the blade, she parries cards. Again. I take the blade, she escapes. I finish the light. I take the blade, she zero the mouth. Counter attack. Again. I know only my beginning, and I finish the action according to what my point is. Let's do it very slowly. Andra. You take counters by very, very slowly, and look what I do. Andra. Too long. Right. 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 Let us move. Right. Not to elevate. Oh, left, right. And surprise, huh? You have to sleep. Once more. Left, right. Oh, left. Another example is very, very difficult. Jennifer starts her open eyes attack with a direct thrust feint who's waiting like that. She does not extend, I'm not only like that. Now, if I don't do anything, she finishes with straight thrust. That's all. Start like that. Oh, forward and then finish. And that. Octave. Start upward. La. Very good. Once more. La. Extend. Once more. So begin. So upward. La. Now, if in the first phase of her attack with unknown destination, unknown final, I make counter-attack or either attack, she has the parry force. Now, on the first movement, I attack with a parry force, right? Same beginning. You don't know what's going to happen. Well, now I'm telling you, but you don't know really. Hoppa, right, short one. Hoppa, right. Wait. Hoppa, right. There is also possibility, because waiting not go three phases. First, 1, and 2, and 3. In the second phase, when the arm begins to extend, I am tempted to parry. And when I parry, Jennifer very skillfully derobes my parry, deceives my parry. Now, second phase, attack, I take parry and you have to deceive. Okay? So. Beautiful, very nice. Be careful now. Right, very nice. So beginning good. Once more look. Right. Once more. Right. If I do anything in the third phase, either parry or stop it, it's too late. Then she finishes quickly the attack. When I react in the very last moment, it's too late. The parry will be too late. They will finish very abruptly that. All right, let's do it. This way, right? Last. Against me. Slow beginning. Look all the time. Last. Right. Last. Too late. Now we are going to put everything together. Jennifer is going to make open eyes attack with unknown destination, starting with a slight feint of direct thrust and waiting lunge. She's waiting what's going to happen. If in the first phase there is attack or counter-attack parry force, second phase when she extends arm and I am trying to parry, she gives the parry. If in the third phase, the final part of her lunge, I am stopped it and trying to parry. It's too late for me. She simply energetically finishes her attack. Let's see. Of course, she does what I'm going to see. She has to watch. Incidentally, this third method. All right? Slow beginning. It starts with octave. From octave. They go like this. Oh, okay. Finish. When you, last thing, finish. Right. Slow beginning. Hopla. Too fast beginning. Slow beginning. Upward, go up. Hopla, right. Be careful now. Excellent, right. Be careful. Too big movement, be careful. Ah. Start slowly, upwards. Right, once more. We are not looking. Right. Right. Thank you. And the next variety of party force in action is change of decision. Its essence consists of the following. A competitor, a fencer or the piste, makes a plan to execute a self-attack, direct attack or pitch attack, take the blade attack or compound attack, and he wants to execute it according to his program. But if his opponent does not react the way he expected, he must change his decision. Again, I am going to show it with saber, pretending it is a saber, because it's very easily seen. Anga. I want to hit my opponent head, like this. I am making the attack, and to my surprise, opponent takes queen parry. Parry. Oh, I change my intention here. Or, I want to make attack. Feint of direct thrust, cut parry, and disengage. And on my feint, opponent does not react. So what do? I don't go here. I simply finish inside line. Or vice versa. I want to hit with direct thrust, la, and on my way I see opponent's parry. I change my intention and disengage, receiving the parry. Parry cut. Oh, back. Or I want to take cut binding, direct thrust. On my binding, opponent zero, terrible mount. Oh, so I have to change and execute counter attack. So, again, like in previous variety, the first part is known, and the second part becomes unknown. It is only known in my head. I want to execute something, my opponent does not react the way I expect, I have to change my decision. Hang up. Let's do it very, very easily. Cut, take the blade, cut, step forward, lunge. This is what you want to do. And you do it. Right. Like that. We do it many, many times. Yeah. 10, 11. No, come. Hey, plenty of time. This. Right. She should have reacted, but again, I have to point out, in order to make it very, very real, she has to do a force in action many times. 1, 2, 3, 8, 10. And suddenly I change. If I change my action too early, then I am not teaching her change of decision but open eyes attack. It must come as a real surprise. She must concentrate on what she is doing, and then my unexpected reaction and change of decision. Let's make another example. Counter C, take a blade step forward, lunge. That's what we want to do. Up, right. Let's go here. Up, right. Up, around. Many, many times. Excellent. Length of time, don't worry. Up, right. Up, right. Very nice. There was a change of decision. Now, take the mask off. Don't smile. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Leszek Stawicki, former Polish national coach, and Vitaly Nazlimov, 1991 NCAA champion. Warm-ups. Walking the blade. This is to develop the tactile sense in the fingers. Up and down the blade.
Okay, now they will be twirling the blade.
Twirling the blade. Loosening the forearm muscles, getting a sense of the saber. Very light, very loose, both arms, for feedback through the entire nervous system. Stretches. A little more difficult. The jump. And now a warm-up for the flesh. The fencer tosses the saber lightly in front of him and then recaptures it with the extended arm. Cut exercises. Arm, head, arm. The object here is to hit the arm, the head, and remise on the arm cleanly. Do not touch the guard. Remember, these are warm-ups. Arm acceleration. Slowly at first, and then more quickly. Beat forearm, beat upper arm, beat head. The array. First the array is over on the wrist, under on the wrist, and then a moulinet to the head. Over, under, head. Over, under, head.
Good.
Arm, head, and remise to the arm. Arm, head, arm. The coach's blade should not be hit during this exercise.
Good. Good.
Beat cut. And remise the cheek twice. Parry exercises.
Slow, very slow.
These are done very slowly at first and are really to establish the positions of the parry. The fencers exchange strikes and adopt the correct parry position.
Okay.
The master must be sure to do this slowly. The remise.
Okay, good. Yes, the S is the center.
Chest cut and chest remise.
Okay.
Chest remise head. This is a draw cut across the chest. Head, parry, riposte, remise. Attack mobility.
Pupil follows the attack at the beginning of one, the coach advances.
The coach will lead, And as the coach takes a lengthy step forward, the pupil attacks in that foot preparation. Forward, backward, forward, backward, long attack. Now the pupil leads the same exercise. The pupil pulls the coach. And as the coach steps forward, the pupil attacks. The coach must take a long step, and here you see the pupil make a mistake. Now he will correct it.
Good.
The feint cut with the coach leading. As the coach steps in, the pupil feints to the head and finishes with the flesh and flank cut.
Выйти рукой вперед в пятую. Нет, здесь. Ее нет на шаг. Да.
The same situation with the pupil leading. The pupil pushes the coach, and as the coach leans back, he executes the feint and then the cut to the flank.
Еще раз только шагов вперед-назад.
The coach will now give the fencer the line, and the fencer will beat the line and make the cut. The coach sets up the tempo and then offers the pupil the line, and the pupil must immediately grasp the opportunity.
The attempt engagement, disengagement, hits the point.
Now the pupil takes advantage of the coach's footwork and gives a feint, disengaged line.
Every coach makes a cut and two the real carry, makes it light and fast, repost with flex.
These are sensitivity exercises where the pupil must distinguish between a light beat, which is usually on the upper part of the blade, and a real beat, or the full beat, on the lower part of the blade, the fort. When that beat occurs on the lower part of the blade, the fencer must parry and riposte immediately. But he does nothing if he senses that the beat was simply a reconnaissance beat, a little light touch of the blade. These exercises are also done blindfolded. The fencer cannot see, but he merely feels how strongly the coach is cutting against his blade and the position that the coach cuts. That is to say, on the strong part of the blade, near the guard. He must riposte. Top of the blade, no reaction. Bottom of the blade, reaction. Sensing the direction of the beat. Here the beat is in fourth and the parry is in fourth. Remember, these are all done blindfolded. Make sure the movement is correct, because practice makes permanent.